Get ready to match the stars. Jimmy Walker, Brett Summers, Gary Berghoff, Lee Merriweather, Richard Dawson, and Joyce Bueller-Fox as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 75. And now here's the star of Match Game 75, Gene Rayburn.
You ready?
Sound effects blew that one.
You look just like Gimbel's window there. I want 2 of those.
Listen, your show, Barnaby Jones, that's on CBS, right?
Yes, it is.
His show, MASH, that's on CBS, right?
Of course.
And your show, Good Times, that's on CBS?
Of course.
This show's on CBS, right?
No.
Don't.
We're on the other 2 stations.
You're on the other 2.
You and I.
Oh, that's right. All right. Is everybody all clear? Is there anything we can do
Broadcast
for
from
you?
a motel, eh?
There's a pastrami on rye we ordered about 10 minutes ago.
Oh, I'll get it right away.
Thank you.
Pastrami on rye to go! All right, now let's say hello to our 2 players, Don Sullivan and Alita Lee. Don is our current champ. He has won $14,150. And now he's going to be challenged by Alita. Is that the way you say her name?
Elita, yes.
Alita. That's a pretty name. What's
Thank
the
you.
derivation of that? Where'd that come from?
My mother made it up from
She
my
made it up.
great-grandfather's
Your mother's a
name.
very creative lady. Where is Alita Lee from?
Okay, you know my name. I don't have to tell you my name.
No, yes. You say your name. Say your name. My name is Alita Lee. Say that.
My name is Alita Lee.
Say that. She can say her own name. Isn't that terrific? And you're single.
Yes, I'm single. I'm a senior underwriting assistant. I love to play piano, write
Yes.
poetry, and belly dance.
What?
Well,
I don't care if she can remember her name or not.
But I won a talent show.
You
Let's
did.
see that.
Really? No.
Take that off!
Belly dancing is very healthy exercise, isn't it?
It's fun.
I did a
too.
show once in New York called Hell of a Town, and we used to take our cameras and go every place in New York City. And one of the schools we visited was a belly dancing school. And I learned some amazing things. Women go there, pregnant women, to tighten up their stomach muscles and make them healthy. And it's really a healthy exercise.
Anyway.
May I just see your body there? Oh, yes. That's a very healthy body there.
This is the highlight of my year, being on this show. And I'm a nervous wreck, and I love it. And last night I have a waterbed, and I couldn't even sleep.
Really?
And when you can't sleep on a waterbed, you're in trouble.
You're drowning.
I've never tried a water breath.
I have a water bed, and I'm happy to say I haven't slept on it for a year.
Alita, are you ready for this?
Oh, yes, I've been ready for a long time.
Okay, we're going to start with a brand new game in a moment or so, but right now we've got to do a little business out there. Introducing all.
Free shipping. Shop online at Chewy.com.
Are you ready? Because we're ready. You all ready over there?
Already.
Here we go. Round 1 coming up, Alita.
B, please.
All right. New game. The old maid said.
Why do you look at me when you say that?
Oh, talk of the devil.
I thought that old man Periwinkle was interested in my mind until I fell asleep. He took my blank. I thought old man Periwinkle was interested in my mind until I fell asleep and he took my blank. Okay, all right. Ready over there? Okay, now I'll run back over here as fast as I can go. Okay, Alita. The old maid said, I thought that old man Periwinkle was interested in my mind until I fell asleep and he took my blank.
Virginity?
Doesn't she blush prettily?
Yes, she does. I never knew until this moment you couldn't trust a belly dancer.
She said virginity, Jimmy.
Did she
I don't
say
know what
that?
she had in mind. I guess she just blurted it out because I said it was an old maid, and I made her as old as I could. And I'm sorry for that old maid.
Virginia.
Yes. What did you say?
I said, dentures.
Dentures. Okay, Brett?
Isn't that funny? She was an old maid, but she was only pretending to be asleep when he took her innocence.
You did a television show in a belly dancing school?
Yes, right.
Must have been a Naval Academy.
But seriously, folks, right.
Seriously.
Corny.
Mother, I told you never to come to Hollywood. I'm sorry,
Corny.
darling. I said teeth.
Teeth, okay. All right, Lee.
I had to look to remember for sure.
Well, old man Periwinkle, I thought he was interested in my mind until I fell asleep and he took my blank.
False teeth.
False teeth. All right, that seems to be the winner. Leda, what do you say there, Richard?
I knew the old codger.
Oh, you did?
The Sneaking Phantom, it was called.
The sneaking phantom, what does that mean?
It means it took her virtue.
Well,
She's been smiling ever since.
they buried her that way, didn't they? All right.
It's the way you were being the old lady. I think that's why everybody thought your teeth were gone when they said
Oh, well, all right. Alita, you did very well with that. 2 for you. And now let's see what we've got for you, Don. Here it is. Everybody here, I'm sure, I hope you know that we got a question about good old Charlie Brown. Now, Charlie Brown was played on the stage by none other than Gary Berghoff. And yes, he was terrific in the part. So, in view of that, Gary, I thought you might like to read this Charlie Brown.
That was a long time ago, you know.
Question. Charlie Brown said, begins right there where it says today.
Today we're having a big baseball game, and I've got a terrible problem, Snoopy.
What's your problem?
I'm sorry. I've got a terrible... Charlie Brown doesn't read too well. I've got a terrible problem. Snoopy blanked my glove.
What was that, Charlie? Would you say that again?
Do I have to, Lucy?
Today we're having the big baseball game, and I've got a terrible problem. Snoopy blanked my glove.
I hate that question.
No, it's a good question.
It is not a good question.
Yes, it is. Now, Charlie Brown
Yes,
said,
darling?
today we're having the big baseball game, and I've got a terrible problem. Snoopy blanked my glove.
Hi, honey.
Hello, darling.
Okay. You know, I'll do anything you say.
All right. Lower tier is ready. Charlie Brown was the last. Nope, Brett was the last.
Lucy.
Lucy was the last.
The real Lucy.
The real Lucy. Okay, Don. Whoops.
Oh, I say. Does this mean we're
Sorry, no.
engaged?
Having trouble with your cord, dear?
Yes. Charlie Brown said today we're...
He may be tired, but he's getting them.
Today we're having the big baseball game, and I've got a terrible problem, said Charlie Brown. Snoopy blanked my glove. Snoopy ate my glove, certainly. That's a good answer. Because you see, Snoopy's a dog, and the glove is made out of leather, and he could have eaten the glove or chewed it up so it was beyond recognition, couldn't be used. What'd you say?
He could have, but he didn't.
What did he
anyway,
But seriously, folks.
but seriously, no, he liberated the glove. Stole it.
He stole a glove. Yeah, that's good too. Yeah,
I know
the
that's
dog
good.
would have
That's
picked
why
it
I
up in his
said
mouth and ran away with the glove like it were a bone. What'd you say?
Well, honey, you know how dogs, they run up and they grab the glove and then they run away?
Yep.
He stole it.
He stole it.
Sorry.
Yeah, stole is good. All right, Gare.
So am I. That's a terrible answer.
Ate the glove.
Miss Summers. No offense. I always have trouble with those ED questions. I never know exactly how to phrase it, but I said devoured.
Devoured. Ate and devoured. There's one match for you, Don. Okay, Lee Merriweather. And I've got a terrible problem. Snoopy blanked my glove.
I have a Basset, which is very close to a Beagle, and he eats everything. Ate
the glove.
Ate it.
Snoopy a beagle? Oh, really? All right, Richard, it's up to you.
Actually, Snoopy is a Great Dane, had a nose job. Don, I'm watching your wife, and she's got her hands up here. You've got $14,150. You can buy your own fire station.
That's right. You can buy a whole
Mustn't be
fire
tense
department.
anymore. The answer from Alabama is
St. Nicholas. 3 for you. Did that little rascal dog eat that glove?
He sure did. He was a Dalmatian this time. He chewed it up.
Chewed it up. Okay. All right, so at the end of round 1, 4-2 in favor of our current champ, and round 2 is coming up, but first this message for you.
If your credit card...
Here we are. Now we're ready to carry on here. Round 2 scores 4-2 in favor of our current champ. Alita, would you please make a selection? Excuse me.
B.
B? All right, here we go. Brett does not play, and Richard does not play. Dumb Dora was so dumb.
How dumb was dumb?
I'll tell you how dumb she was. At the party, when she served onion dip with chips, instead of potato chips, she served blank chips. That's how dumb Dora was.
I get to answer those rotten questions about Charlie Brown.
Have you got a good answer to this?
I'm not writing.
I'm going to challenge you.
I'm not writing. I got all that about the innocence.
That's a dippy question.
Well, now, if you were playing this, just show me what you do here. Wrong.
That's about as wrong as you can get on national television.
Dumb Dora was so dumb at the party when she served onion dip with chips instead of potato chips, she served blank chips.
I don't know how to spell it. I forgot it. I just came back from there, too. I just came back from there, too.
Okay.
I don't know how to spell it.
Just put it in the slot there. Everybody ready down there? All right. Alita. Dumb Dora was so dumb at the party when she served onion dip. I'm sorry, you wanted to ask me how dumb?
How dumb was Dora?
I'll tell you later how dumb she was. At the party when she served onion dip with chips. Instead of potato chips, she served blank chips.
Poker chips.
Good answer. That's a very smart player there. She came up with a cute answer called poker chips. What do you say there?
For once, we are in the same bag, Mama. Where I just came from, where they're all at, they have all my chips there, gambling chips.
Gambling chips. Okay. Spelling doesn't count.
Of course, I'm not a speller, I'm just a rapper.
I don't get it, but it's funny.
Well, he misspelled gambling, but that's the spelling doesn't count here. What did you say there, Gare?
Well, I was at Lucy's house.
Yes?
And she doesn't play poker.
Oh.
She serves chocolate chips.
Chocolate chips. Instead of potato chips, she served chocolate chips. What did you say, Lee Merriweather?
I came very close to doing something very bad, but I didn't. I said poker chips.
All right. You're up to 4 now, Alita. And Joyce.
Well...
What? You've done it again.
No, I behaved myself a little bit. Wouldn't it be awful if you served potato chips instead of poker chips when you were supposed to mention the yes, in the middle of
I'll bet 3 potato chips.
Poker chips.
Poker chips it is. 5 for you.
She won.
Now, John, it's 5-4, and here is your shot. You need 1 to tie and 2 to win. Ready?
Is it 5-4? I've got to go.
No, I'm sorry, no. Just sit this round out, if you would, please. There are only 2 people participating. This is for Jimmy and Brett, on you alone. Ready? The bullfighter said, oh. He says, I guess Jose didn't do too well in the ring today. Here comes the bull with Jose's blank on his horns. Jose, he don't do so good today because, here comes the bull with Jose's blank on his horns.
Wait, said, I guess Jose did do too well in the ring today. Here comes... Oh, I get it.
I didn't know you were Jewish.
Sometimes it helps. She reads it herself. Okay, Don Silliphant. Bullfighter said, I guess Jose didn't do too well in the ring today. Here comes the bull with Jose's blank on his horns.
Hat.
Jose's hat? You ever go to a bullfight?
No.
No. You know anything about bullfighting?
Not very much.
I think you were just thrown for a loss there. Okay, he says, here comes the bull with Jose's hat on his horns. One to
Come
tie
on, man. You got to get it together. Ever been down to Tijuana to see the bullfights?
That's a Puerto Rican accent.
That's a Puerto Rican, because that's where we are at, man.
What do you got
Came
there?
back, as they say in the ghetto of Puerto Rico, with his head.
With his head on his
With his
horn.
head.
Oh, his head
That's the right answer. Get this crowd out of here.
We will in a little while. Now, he's got to match you to stay in the game. Let's see if he matches you, Brett.
Do you know what I try harder to do than anything else in life?
What?
Because I'm a good person, you know.
Yes. You try and match.
And I try to do good in the world, and that's why I said hat.
You know what they had in mind? You know what would have been a good response too? You know, what did they give the the bullfighter when he ears or tail? Or, you know, no one did anybody? No, you didn't.
Just two of them. I was Hubert Humphrey. Everybody throw their hat in the ring.
I see. Hat. Oh, that's right. They throw their hats in the ring too. All right. So the score is all tied up 5-5. That means we got to go to a tiebreaker. But before we do that, we've got to do this.
Free hearing evaluation by calling the number below. Miracle Ear. Hear a better day.
Now to break this tie, we'll wipe the slate clean and push this button, reveal 2 tie-breaking questions, one for each. The one who scored the most will be the winner. Aleda, please make your selection.
B, please.
All right. Everybody plays the tiebreaker. Sam said the police in this town are very thorough. When they arrest an organ grinder, they even frisk the blank. That's what Sam said. The police in this town are very thorough. When they arrest an organ grinder, they even frisk the blank. I assume everyone knows what an organ grinder is. Do you know what an organ grinder is, Aleda? Have you ever seen one?
No, I never saw one except on TV.
Yeah, but you know what they do.
Not a real live one, but I know what they do. They stand there and...
All right. Sam said the police in this town are very thorough. When they arrest an organ grinder, they even frisk the...
Monkey.
Monkey is her answer? She says they frisk the monkey.
They do frisk the monkey.
They do indeed, okay. That's one for you, Aleda. What do you say? They frisk that monkey?
Can't she get a little enthusiasm?
Well,
of course, you little Aleda devil, they frisk that bloody monkey.
That monkey. There is another monkey. That's 3 monkeys for Aleda. What do you offer there, Aleda?
I want to see her jump up and down again.
And Richard Dawson.
I want to see her jump up and down, but at my place.
That's 5 monkeys. Joyce, do you make it unanimous?
Yes, monkey.
Monkey. Well, it was fortuitous for you, and now let's see how fortuitous it is for Don Silliphant. Everybody in Egypt was jealous of the sheik because his waterbed was filled with blank.
We just had a long discussion about a waterbed.
Everybody in Egypt was jealous of the sheik because his waterbed was filled with blank. All right.
Filled with what?
Well, with blank.
She sort of takes you off guard sometimes, doesn't she?
Everybody in Egypt was jealous of the sheik. They were jealous because his waterbed was filled with... Okay.
I don't like those looks you give me.
Now we're all set. Don, everybody in Egypt was jealous of the sheik because his waterbed was filled with...
Women.
Women. Really? Got to match everybody to stay in the game. It must have been rather lumpy sleeping. I mean, it could be lumpy. Jimmy, he says women, and he needs 6. You've got to match everybody to stay in the game.
Is there no decency? I mean, is anyone thinking up on the level? Does anybody read Newsweek and Time magazine like the Black Prince?
Are you the Black Prince?
Oil.
So Aleda wins the game. Come on down. And you have women, dates, and girls, water. Oh, congratulations there. Congratulations. Congratulations to you, my dear. You stand by for a moment or so. Well, now hold everything. No, it's not a miracle. You won the game. You got $100. But before we go for the big money here, we've got to say goodbye to our champ who's been around for a long time. Where's your hometown again?
Westminster.
Westminster. And is that that's where you work?
No, I work in the city of Santa Ana.
Santa Ana. That's where you're a fireman. Well, Don, you've been a terrific champ. You got a total of $14,150. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to meet you. Good luck to you. Don Phillips. Now this message for you.
Logging your thing. That's 1-800-581-8847. Rush Delivery, deluxe version available. Call now.
Just got a second here to say goodbye and thank all of these beautiful people who are terrific, amusing, gay, and all that sort of thing. Well, some were gay, and some were
Speak for yourself.
sad there. What is yours? You finished taping a show with Carol Burnett, did you?
It's terrible. I don't know the exact date, but it's Twigs.
I do. I saw Joe Hamilton. It's
When?
March 6th.
Super
Yeah, but
duper.
my job to come here and find out when his show
Twigs.
is on.
Carol Burnett special, the play Twigs, March 6th.
Yes.
Please
you
watch.
play a bit part in it.
I beg your pardon. No, I play a bit part on this show.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
There are no bit parts. There are only bit actors.
Gary plays a priest on the show.
He does.
Atheism went up 9 points. Say good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Good night,
Join us
Gracie.
next time for Match Game 75. Gene Rayburn here.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 75. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Stay tuned for Tattletales next over most of the CBS stations. Get ready.